Hey there friends, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video. Today we're just going to be making a fun card. I'm going to be using this stamp set by Trinity Stamps called Potions Master, and I love it because it's supposed to look like Professor Snape from Hogwarts if you have ever watched the show. And then we also have these matching dies. I love that they can cut out the sentiments as well. That's just one of the things that is amazing about these sets and dies. And then we're also going to be using this coffee mug card and die. You've seen me use that one before. I went ahead and cut it out of some cardstock, and then I went ahead and cut a panel out as well. Wouldn't have to do that, but it will definitely make it a little bit sturdier. So I'm going to put some Express It cardstock into my Mini Misty, and I'll pull out the little images that I want to use. This is, like I said, a super fun set. There's some other little matching sets that you can mix and match together, and I've got one of them. I'm looking to get the other one. I think it was sold out last time I looked, so I'm definitely wanting to get that because you can make some fun like bookmarks, or I have all kinds of ideas for this set, let me just tell you. This one and the little sister sets that are, you can combine it with. I'm inking on my images with some Ink on 3 Blackout ink because this is perfect for Copic coloring or alcohol marker coloring. And so I'll just ink that up a couple times to make sure that I have a good crisp image, and then we'll move on to our coloring. So Professor Snape in the movie is very pale, so it looks like I'm not doing much here with that YR30, but I'll come in with some E31 and that will add a little bit, and then I'll blend that out again with that YR30. And then his outfit is actually completely black, and so is his hair. But you wouldn't want to come in with a completely black marker. You won't be able to get any shadowing or shading with that, and so my suggestion is to use grays. I'm using the cool grays. This is the C6. That's what I started with. C4 is what I started with, and then I'm coming in with some C6, and I'll also bring in some C8 and some C10 or C10. In this way, I'm touching on all of those dark grays to give the illusion that it's black. But like I said, if you came in just with a black Copic marker, you're not going to see any of the detail of his outfit. It'll just completely get rid of those lines and you just won't be able to see it. So if you are new to Copic coloring, start with your grays. Start with light and work your way up, because if you find you're like, okay, that's a little too light, you can always make it darker, but it's a little bit harder to make it lighter. His hair is also black, so I'm going to come in with that C8. I want that to be darker than his outfit. So once I get the C8 in there, I'm going to bring in the C10. And like I said, these are the cool tones. There's also some teas, which if you're unsure if you should use warm tones or cool tones, the teas are great. But there's also warm tones as well. And those have like a little bit more, a warmer look. Now we're coming in with some BV08 for the cauldron. I love that sentiment. A little potion I like to call caffeine. Just perfect for all the different coffee dyes that Trinity Stamps has. I've seen some really fun ones with like the little Frappuccino dye as well. And so I can't wait to pull out my Frappuccino dye and do something with it. For our wand, we've just got the E59. These are smaller images, so you wouldn't have to go too crazy with your shadowing and shading if you didn't want to. But and so that's why I don't with the browns. I just do that all over the book and on the wand, and I don't bring in any extra colors there. I'll even just use the one color for the cauldron, and then I will end up just using one color for the little smoke or whatnot that is coming out of the cauldron. But for our snake, we did the YG25, and then we're coming in with a YG17, which happens to be darker than the YG25. And then we'll put that on the potion on the book as well. Now we need to pull out our matching dies. I'm going to tack those down with a little bit of washi tape, and then I'll run that through my die cutting machine. I absolutely love, like I said, that they have matching dies for each of the sentiments. So this sentiment was one piece, but the die to cut it out is actually two pieces. And you just line those up, run that through your die cutting machine, and it cuts it out just perfectly, as you'll see, which putting it on the front of my little cup card ends up making it so nice. I do need some coffee at the top, so I'm just going to bring in that E marker that I had earlier and just color the top of what I have left here of my scrap paper, and then I'll run that through my die cutting machine with a little piece for the coffee on the top. I want to do a little bit of ink blending on my coffee cup panel, so I've got some My Jam Purple from Ink on 3 along with a Blender Buddy, and I'm just going to blend that starting at the bottom and work my way up. I want the darker purple to be at the very, very bottom. And then I'll, like I said, just kind of go into an ombre and leave the upper part totally white. But I go up fairly good, about to the middle, just kind of intensifying that color down at the bottom and then fading out till we're completely white. And then we're going to do some splatter. So this is a new to me tin. Love it. It is a collaboration that Trinity Stamps did with another little Etsy shop company, and this is the glitter and gold watercolor set. I'm pretty obsessed with it now. I actually have a little bit, well, quite a few little things to add sparkle and shine, you know, in my collection of things, but this is really great. There is so much sparkle in that center. I haven't really tried the copper color or the gold color, but I'm assuming it's going to be about the same. There is just so much shimmer and shine in these, and I am so happy with it. And I like that it comes in a cute little tin. So there, look at all that shine. It's hard to see on camera, but it is just gorgeous in person. So now we need to kind of position our stuff, but we're going to glue down the coffee to the very top of the mug, just using some liquid glue, and then we'll position things on our mug after I get some foam tape on the back of our little potion master. I wanted him to really pop out, but we're going to glue down our sentiment. So at the top it says a little potion, and then the bottom one I like to call caffeine. How fun is this? I would actually like a mug that had all this on it. It's just darling. And then I'll move our little potion master and I'll glue down all the pieces that go behind him, using the little cauldron, the book, and then we also have the little snake that we're putting down. And then we'll peel off all the release paper on our wizard, and then he will go down on the front. I did glue the wand to his hand. And then I'm going to take this panel, after I get my coffee card all scored and ready to go, I'm going to take actually a back piece. So when I did cut this out, I went ahead and just cut the back piece as well, and then cut those apart. This way the card will be extra sturdy. Not that it needed to be, but I just wanted it to be extra sturdy. And then we'll glue the front panel to our card base. I didn't do anything on the inside. Again, I'm surprised. I've been doing that a little bit lately. But I'll probably go back and stamp something on the inside later. But that's going to finish off our card for today. If you liked this video, I would love it if you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I'll just take this opportunity to say a big old thank you to all of you for using my affiliate links, for hitting that like button and subscribing, and leaving your comments. I love reading all of your comments. And as always, I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.